Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. In the last video we learnt how to install Heaven benchmark on Linux Mint. In this video we are going to compare the benchmark in Linux Mint to the benchmark run in Windows 11 to see whether there's any difference in performance. So I've opened NeoFetch in the terminal just so that you can see that it's exactly the same specification and the same computer as the Windows 11 one. So we're going to run the benchmark. In the default settings, other than anti-aliasing, we're going to turn to ×8. We're going to click on run, and then when the program's loaded, we're going to press F9 to start the benchmark. Okay, so here we go. I'm about to start the benchmark, and then after that we'll go over onto Windows 11 and we'll see how it runs on there. At the end, we'll then compare the results. Right, so there we go. The Unigine Heaven benchmark has finished. We have an average FPS of 36.3, a score of 915, a minimum FPS of 9.6, and a max of 63. So let's jump over to the Windows 11 system, see what that gets, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, so here we are on the Windows 11 desktop. I've installed Speccy so that you can see that it's exactly the same computer specifications as on the Linux Mint install. All I've done is installed it and run all the updates, and now we're going to run the Heaven benchmark, and then we're going to turn the anti-aliasing up to 8 and run it, and then we're going to see whether the Windows or the Linux benchmark is better. Right, let's start the benchmark. Here we go. Okay, so there we go. We've now got the result. An average FPS of 42.5, score of 1072, minimum frames per second 8.1, and max frames per second 77.5. So let's compare those to the Linux Mint results and see who's won. Right guys, so here we are. On the left, we have the results from the benchmark on Linux Mint, and on the right, we have the benchmark results from Windows 11. There's about a 6 frames per second on average difference between the two. I'd just like to point out two things that I've noticed. On the Linux Mint, the benchmark can't recognize the GPU, and on the right-hand one, it notices that it is in fact the Radeon R9 200 series. This is an older graphics card and just one I had laying around. Doesn't in any way affect the results, other than if it was a newer card there'd be more FPS. This also doesn't mean that Linux Mint is worse for gaming than Windows 11. This is just one benchmark and one that's easy for me to run. I also only did this as a bit of fun. So guys, if you like this video, please click the like button, and if you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. Thanks! Bye!